Welcome back to Z Coins. We uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today we are going to talk about one of the most mysterious and valuable coins circulating in the numismatic world, the 1965 quarter-dollar coin. Many people think that all 1965 quarters are common and have no special value, but what if we told you that certain rare versions of this coin can be worth up to $87,999 in the current market? Yes, you heard that right, a single 1965 quarter could potentially change your life if you know what to look for. First, let's dive into a little bit of history. The 1965 Washington quarter holds a unique place in American coinage history. This was the year when the United States Mint transitioned from using 90% silver coins to the copper-nickel-clad composition we see today. Due to the rising price of silver in the early 1960s, the government decided to remove silver from dimes, quarters, and half dollars starting in 1965. This decision marked the end of silver quarters, making pre-1965 quarters highly sought after by collectors. However, what makes the 1965 quarter especially interesting is that during this transitional period, some coins were mistakenly struck on 90% silver planchets instead of the new copper-nickel-clad planchets. These rare error coins are the ones that can fetch thousands of dollars at auctions. So how can you tell if you have one of these rare 1965 silver quarters? The easiest way is to check the edge of the coin. Copper-nickel-clad quarters have a distinctive orange or brownish stripe along the edge due to the copper core, while silver quarters have a solid silver edge without any discoloration. Another way to identify a silver quarter is by its weight. A standard copper-nickel-clad quarter weighs 5.67 grams, while a silver quarter weighs around 6.25 grams. You can use a digital scale to check the weight of your coin. If your 1965 quarter weighs closer to 6.25 grams, then you might be holding a rare silver error coin worth thousands of dollars. Another key factor that determines the value of a 1965 quarter is its condition. Coins in mint state or uncirculated condition with full details and nowhere are always more valuable to collectors. Some 1965 quarters graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC have sold for over $7,000 at auction. But the ultimate jackpot is finding a 1965 silver quarter in high-grade condition. In recent years, one of these rare coins was sold for an astonishing $87,999, making it one of the most valuable Washington quarters ever discovered. Besides the silver error coins, there are also other valuable varieties of the 1965 quarter to look out for. Some coins feature double die obverse errors, where the lettering or the profile of George Washington appears doubled under magnification. These error coins can range in value from a few hundred to several $1,000s depending on their condition and rarity. Now you might be wondering why the 1965 quarter does not have a mint mark. This is another unique feature of this coin. In 1965, the U.S. Mint temporarily stopped using mint marks to discourage coin hoarding during the nationwide coin shortage. As a result, all quarters minted in 1965 were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and none of them carry a mint mark. This makes it even harder to identify the rare silver error coins since there is no mint mark to help narrow down the search. If you want to know the current market value of your 1965 quarter, it is always best to have it professionally graded by a reputable grading service. The value of a coin can vary greatly depending on its grade, rarity, and demand among collectors. Right now, the highest price ever paid for a 1965 silver quarter is $87,999, but who knows what the future holds. As more people become aware of these rare coins, their value could continue to rise. So next time you go through your pocket change or coin collection, make sure to check your 1965 quarters carefully. You might just have a hidden gem worth big money without even knowing it. We dive into the fascinating world of rare coins that are worth a lot of money. If you are a coin collector or just starting out, make sure to watch this video till the very end, because today we are going to talk about one of the most interesting and highly valuable coins circulating out there, the 1967 quarter-dollar coin that could be worth up to $80,999 in the current market. That is right, this coin is a hidden treasure in the world of numismatics, and if you have one in your collection, you might be holding on to a fortune without even knowing it. So let's get into the full history, value, and what makes this 1967 quarter-dollar coin so rare and valuable. First, let us start with the history of the 1967 quarter-dollar coin. The year 1967 was a significant time for the United States Mint because during this period the United States government was trying to deal with a nationwide coin shortage. The shortage was mainly due to people hoarding silver coins after The U.S. Mint stopped producing coins with 90% silver content in 1964. As a result, the Mint decided to produce coins without any mint marks between the years 1965 and 1967 to prevent coin hoarding and discourage collectors from saving new coins based on where they were minted, which is why you will not find any mint marks on the 1967 Washington quarter, unlike other years where coins have a small letter P, D, or S indicating their minting location. Now you might be wondering what makes this coin so valuable. If there were no mint marks and it was produced in large quantities, the secret lies in its rare error varieties coin condition and grading by professional grading companies such as PCGS and NGC. One of the most valuable error types for the 1967 quarter is the double die obverse, which means there was a mistake during the minting process causing some letters or numbers to appear doubled. Another highly sought-after variety is the off-center strike, which occurs when the coin is not properly aligned. During striking, these types of errors can make a regular 1967 quarter worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on how dramatic the error is. What really drives the price of the 1967 quarter into the 5 or 6-figure range is the coin's condition. Coins that are graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC can fetch extremely high prices because they are considered nearly perfect examples. Finding a 1967 quarter in such high grade is extremely rare because most of these coins were used in everyday circulation, making them prone to scratches, dings, and wear marks. In fact, one of the highest recorded sales of a 1967 Washington quarter in mint state 67 plus condition was over $80,000 at auction, making it one of the most expensive quarters ever sold from this year. If you want to know whether your 1967 quarter is valuable, you need to carefully inspect the coin under magnification. Look for any signs of doubling on the letters in the word Liberty or the date 1967. Check the edges of the coin for any off-center strikes or clipped planchet errors. If you believe your coin is in excellent condition, you should consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for certification, as this will give you an official grade and help determine its true market value. As of 2025, the current market value of a regular circulated 1967 quarter without any errors or high grades ranges from 25 cents to $2. However, uncirculated coins graded MS65 or higher can sell for anywhere between $50 to $300. Rare error coins like double die or off-center strikes can fetch between $500 to $5,000, and the highest premium is reserved for those top-graded MS67 plus coins, which can reach an astonishing price of $80,999 or more depending on demand and market trends. So if you have a jar of old coins sitting around at home or you enjoy searching through pocket change, it is definitely worth taking a closer look at your 1967 quarters. Remember to always check for key features like errors, high quality condition, and doubling. And if you think you have a valuable coin, do not hesitate to get it professionally graded. As the coin market continues to grow, more and more collectors are hunting for rare coins that could be worth a small fortune, and you might be sitting on a gold mine without even realizing it. That wraps up today's video on the 1967 quarter-dollar coin that could be worth big money. We are diving into one of the rarest and most valuable coins in U.S. history, the 1980p Mint Mark quarter-dollar coin that is currently making headlines in the numismatic world for being worth a jaw-dropping $73,999. Yes, you heard that right. This simple-looking quarter could be sitting right in your collection without you even realizing its true value. So make sure you watch this video until the very end as we reveal every single detail you need to know about this extremely valuable coin. Now let's take a trip back to 1980, a year when the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of quarter-dollar coins. But what makes this coin so special and highly sought after is a combination of rare minting errors, low mintage numbers, and its pristine condition. The 1980p quarter features the portrait of George Washington on the obverse side with the letter P indicating it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which was the first time ever that the P Mint mark was used on a quarter, making it historically significant. But what truly sets this coin apart are the rare minting errors that can increase its value exponentially. One of the most valuable errors to look out for is the double die obverse, where you can see slight doubling in the inscriptions such as "In God We Trust" or the word Liberty. Another key error is the off-center strike, where the coin design appears shifted from its original position. Some 1980p quarters were also struck on experimental planchets or transitional metals, which makes them extremely rare and highly desirable among collectors. Now let's talk about the current market value and how this coin reached the astonishing price of $73,999. The value of the 1980p Mint Mark quarter depends on several factors such as its condition, rarity, and whether it has any minting errors in circulated condition. These coins can be worth anywhere between $5 to $20, but in mint state Condition graded by professional coin grading services such as PCGS or NGC with a high grade of MS67 or higher, they can easily fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. However, the coin that recently made headlines was a 1980p quarter with a perfect mint state grade of MS68 and a rare double die obverse error, which was sold at an auction for an eye-watering $73,999, making it one of the most expensive modern quarters ever sold. So how can you find out if you have one of these hidden gems in your collection? First, check the mint mark on your 1980 quarter. If you see the letter P under the date, that's your first sign. Next, inspect the coin under a magnifying glass for any doubling in the inscriptions or any off-center strikes. Finally, consider getting your coin professionally graded to determine its true value, as collectors are always on the lookout for rare and high-grade coins that could potentially be worth life-changing amounts of money. Remember, coin collecting is not just a hobby, but also an investment, and who knows, the next time you empty your piggy bank or go through your pocket change, you might just stumble upon one of these rare 1980p mint mark quarters worth thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this video and found the information helpful, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more coin collecting tips and rare coin discoveries, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Also, let us know in the comments below. We are going to talk about one of the most valuable and rare coins circulating out there, the 1981D mint mark $2 coin that could be worth up to $66,999. So make sure you watch this video till the end, because you might have one of these rare quarters in your pocket change right now without even knowing it. Now let's jump into the history and value of this special coin. The 1981D Washington quarter was minted at the Denver Mint and carries the D mint mark right below the eagle on the reverse side. This quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, which started in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. Now, most of these quarters were made with copper and nickel-clad composition, but what makes the 1981D quarter so special is its rarity and high grades and possible mint errors. Now, if you're wondering why some of these coins are worth thousands of dollars, the main reason is they're condition coins graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC as mint state 67 or higher are extremely rare. In fact, only a handful of 1981D quarters have been found in such pristine condition, and collectors are willing to pay big money for them. One of the most expensive 1981D quarter coins was sold at auction for an incredible $66,999. This coin was graded MS67 plus by PCGS, and what made this coin so valuable was not just its condition, but also its full original luster, sharp details, and perfect strike, making it a true gem among collectors. But that's not all there are. Also, mint errors that can make this coin worth even more. Look out for off-center strikes, double die obverse or reverse clipped planchet, or coins with missing clad layers. These types of errors can easily increase the coin's value by hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the severity of the error and the coin's overall condition. So how can you tell if your 1981D quarter is valuable? First, check the mint mark. If you see the letter D under the eagle on the backside, that's a good start. Next, look at the overall condition. If the coin still has its original luster with no scratches or wear marks, you might have a high-grade coin on your hands, and it's worth getting it professionally graded. Even if your coin isn't in perfect condition, it could still be worth more than its face value. Coins in circulated condition can be worth around $1 to $5, while uncirculated examples in lower grades can fetch anywhere from $20 to $100. But remember, the highest value goes to those rare mint state 67 or higher coins, which could be worth life-changing money. If you're thinking about selling your coin, make sure you get it graded by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. This will give you an official certification of your coin's grade and help you get the best price when selling it at auction or to a collector. So don't forget to check your change, because you never know what hidden treasures you might find. The 1981D mint mark $2 coin could be sitting right in your pocket or coin jar, waiting to change your life forever. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give. We are talking about one special coin that could be hiding in your pocket change right now. We are going to take a deep dive into the history and current market value of the 1987p mint mark $2 coin, and why this coin could be worth up to $60,999 or even more, depending on its condition and rare varieties. So make sure you watch this video till the end so you don't miss any important details. The 1987 $2 coin is part of the Washington Quarter series, which was first minted in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. The 1987p mint mark represents the coin that was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. This coin is made of copper-nickel clad composition, which consists of 75% copper and 25% nickel, with a total weight of 5.67 grams. The 1987 P quarter might seem like an ordinary coin, but there are a few things that can make it extremely valuable to collectors, especially if it has certain rare errors or is in mint state condition with full details. Now let's talk about what makes the 1987 P quarter worth a lot of big money. Some of the rare varieties that collectors are looking for include double die obverse, which means the lettering on the front of the coin, like the word Liberty or the date 1987, appears doubled under magnification. Another major error to look out for is the off-center strike, where the design is misaligned and part of the coin is blank. The most valuable variety is the full drum lines reverse, which means the drum on the back of the coin has full visible lines without any wear. These types of coins in perfect condition are extremely hard to find and can fetch thousands of dollars at auction. When it comes to the current market value of the 1987 P quarter dollar coin, condition plays a huge role. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC in mint state 65 or higher are worth the most money. For example, a 1987 P quarter in MS67 grade recently sold at auction for over $3,500, but if you find one in MS68 or higher with rare errors, the price could skyrocket up to $60,999 or even more depending on demand from collectors. Even circulated 1987 P quarters can be worth between $5 to $50 if they have visible errors or are in better than average condition. To identify a valuable 1987 P mint mark quarter, start by checking the coin under a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Look closely at the date and lettering for any signs of doubling. Examine the reverse side to see if the drum lines are fully visible without any fading. Also check for any misaligned strikes or off-center designs. If your coin appears to be in excellent condition without any scratches, dents, or discoloration, it's worth getting it professionally graded to know its true value. As of March 2025, the current market value of the 1987 P mint mark quarter dollar coin is steadily rising due to the high demand for rare error coins. Auctions are seeing record prices, especially for high-grade examples with rare varieties. The highest price ever recorded for a 1987 P quarter is $60,999 for a perfect MS68 example with a double die error and full drum lines, making this coin one of the rarest and most valuable quarters in modern U.S. coinage history. So there you have it, folks. The 1987 P mint mark quarter dollar coin could be hiding in your change jar right now and be worth thousands of dollars or even up to $60,999 if you find the right variety in mint condition. Always check your coins carefully because you never know when you might strike big money. We talk about rare coins, coin collecting, and valuable currency that could be hiding in your pocket change today. In this video, we are going to dive deep into one of the most surprising and highly valuable coins in modern U.S. coinage history, the 1998 D mint mark quarter dollar coin. This coin might look like any ordinary Washington quarter, but it could be worth an absolute fortune, up to $52,999 in today's market. So, make sure you watch the video till the end because you could be sitting on a hidden treasure without even knowing it. The 1998 quarter dollar is part of the Washington quarter series, which was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. The 1998 version was one of the last quarters produced before the iconic 50-state quarters program began in 1999. This makes the 1998 D quarter one of the final issues of the original Washington quarter design. The D mint mark represents that this coin was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the major U.S. coin-producing facilities. That year, millions of quarters were struck, but not all of them were created equal, and that's what makes this particular coin so special. Now let's get to the big question. Why is the 1998 D mint mark quarter dollar worth so much money? The value of this coin is mainly due to rare minting errors, high-grade condition, and low population in top grades certified by professional grading services like PCGS and NGC. Some of the most valuable versions of this coin have unique features such as off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, or full deep cameo finishes in proof-like condition. Another key factor is the coin's overall condition. The closer the coin is to perfect mint state, the more valuable it becomes. There are a few types of mint errors that make the 1998 D quarter extremely valuable, including double die obverse, DDO. This happens when the die strikes the coin twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the letters and numbers. Off-center strikes. These coins were struck improperly, causing the image to be off-center by 5% to 50%. Clipped planchet. A small portion of the coin's edge is missing due to an error in the metal blank cutting process. Broad-struck coins, coins that were struck without the collar in place, giving them a stretched or misshapen appearance. If you find any of these errors on your 1998 D quarter, the value of your coin could skyrocket. Another major factor in the coin's high value is its grade. Coins graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC are incredibly rare. Most 1998 D quarters found in circulation are heavily worn, so finding one in near-perfect condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. In fact, there are only a handful of examples known to exist in MS68 or better condition, which is why these coins can sell for upwards of $52,999 at auctions or online markets. According to the latest auction records and market data, a 1998 D Mint Mark quarter in MS68 condition can sell between $30,000 to $52,999, depending on the buyer's demand and the coin's certification. Even lower-grade examples in MS65 to MS67 condition can still fetch anywhere from $500 to $5,000. Not bad for a coin that most people would spend without thinking twice. If you have a 1998 D quarter, it's highly recommended to have it professionally graded to know its true value. If you want to find out if your 1998 D quarter is worth big money, here's what you need to do. Look for the D Mint mark on the coin, which will be located on the front side, just to the right of George Washington's ponytail. Check the coin for any visible minting errors such as doubling on the text or an off-center strike. Inspect the coin's condition. The fewer scratches and marks, the better. Use a magnifying glass to spot small details that could indicate a rare error. If you think your coin is valuable, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to get it authenticated and certified. So there you have it, guys. The 1998 D Mint Mark quarter dollar might look like any ordinary coin at first glance, but it could be worth thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars if you know what to look for. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone curious about the coins in your pocket, always check your change because you never know what hidden treasure you might find. We bring you the latest and most exciting updates from the world of rare and valuable coins today. We have something truly special to talk about, and that is the highly sought-after and extremely valuable 2000 P1788 quarter dollar coin that has been making headlines recently for its mind-blowing market value, reaching up to an incredible $42,999 in auctions. So if you have any old coins lying around, especially quarters from the year 2000, then you definitely want to watch this video till the end, because you could be holding on to a hidden treasure without even knowing it. Now, before we dive into the value and why this coin is worth so much money, let's first take a little journey into the history of the 2000 P1788 quarter dollar coin. This coin is actually part of the U.S. State Quarters program, which was launched by the United States Mint in 1999 and continued until 2008. Each quarter in this series features a unique design representing one of the 50 U.S. states, and the 2000 quarters featured designs for Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, New Hampshire, and Virginia. The 2000 P Mint mark represents that the coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which is one of the oldest and most important mints in the United States. Makes the 2000 P1788 quarter dollar coin particularly valuable is not just its age or the fact that it's part of the State Quarter series, but rather the rare mint errors that were accidentally produced during the minting process. Some of the most notable mint errors found on these coins include off-center strikes, double die errors, missing clad layers, and even some coins struck on the wrong planchets. These errors make the coins extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors around the world, especially when they are in uncirculated or mint state conditions. So, how much is the 2000 P1788 quarter dollar coin actually worth? Well, the value of this coin can vary widely depending on its condition and whether it has any of the rare mint errors that we just talked about. For a regular 2000 P quarter in circulated condition, its value might only be between 25 cents to a few dollars, but if you have one in mint state condition graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC, then its value can jump to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. However, the real jackpot comes if your coin has a rare mint error combined with a high grade, because some of these coins have been known to sell for jaw-dropping prices at auctions, with the highest reported price reaching an astonishing $42,999. Now, you might be wondering, how can you check if you have one of these rare and valuable 2000 P1788 quarter dollar coins? The first step is to carefully inspect your coin under good lighting. And with a magnifying glass, look for any signs of mint errors such as doubling on the letters or numbers off-center, designs missing clad layers, or any unusual markings. You should also check the overall condition of the coin, because coins in better condition will always be worth more. If you're not sure about what you're looking for, then it's always a good idea to take your coin to a professional coin dealer or submit it to a grading service for authentication. As of 2025, the market value for rare and high-grade 2000 P1788 quarter-dollar coins has been steadily rising thanks to the growing interest in coin collecting and the increasing demand for rare U.S. coins. In fact, recent auctions have seen some of these coins selling for between $10,000 to $42,999 depending on their grade and type of mint error. It's important to note that the rarest coins are always in high demand, especially those with unique errors. So if you have one of these coins in your collection, you could be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. If you believe that you have a valuable 2000 P1788 quarter-dollar coin, then here are some tips to help you sell it for the best possible price. First, make sure to get your coin graded by a reputable grading service, as this will give buyers confidence in the authenticity and quality of your coin. Next, do your research and look up recent auction results to get an idea of what similar coins are selling for. Finally, consider listing your coin on online auction platforms like eBay or working with a professional coin dealer who can help you get top dollar for your rare coin. So there you have it, the fascinating story behind the 2000 P1788 quarter-dollar coin that is worth a staggering $42,999. If you have any old coins lying around, make sure to check them carefully, because you never know when you might discover a hidden treasure that could change your. We are going to talk about one of the most sought-after coins in recent years, the 2019 P Mint Mark quarter-dollar coin, which is turning heads in the coin collecting world because of its skyrocketing market value. Did you know that this small coin could be worth up to $32,999? Yes, you heard that right. And today we are going to dive deep into the fascinating history, value, and current market price of this rare coin, so make sure to watch the video till the end to find out if you might have this valuable treasure hiding somewhere in your home. Let's start with the history of the 2019 P Mint Mark quarter-dollar coin. In 2019, the United States Mint released quarters as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, featuring different national parks and historic sites across the United States. The letter P on the coin indicates that it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which is one of the major minting facilities in the U.S. What makes this coin special is not just the design or the mint mark, but a combination of several factors, including errors, low mintage, and collector demand. One of the most valuable versions of the 2019 P Mint Mark quarter-dollar coin is the Lowell National Historical Park quarter. This coin was released in honor of the historic textile mills in Lowell, Massachusetts, and became one of the standout coins of the year due to its design and popularity. However, what really drives the value of this coin through the roof are minting errors, or coins in perfect condition, graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. If your 2019 P Mint Mark quarter-dollar coin has certain rare errors, such as doubling on the lettering, off-center strikes, or die cracks, then you could be holding a coin that collectors are willing to pay thousands of dollars for. The highest known price for one of these rare coins with a minting error or in pristine condition has reached a staggering $32,999 at auction, making it one of the most valuable modern quarters in circulation now. Let's talk about the current market value of the 2019 P Mint Mark quarter-dollar coin. As of today, the value of this coin varies depending on its condition and rarity. Coins in circulated condition without any visible errors typically sell for around $1 to $5, which is still higher than face value. However, coins in uncirculated mint state condition with a high grading score of MS-67 or higher can fetch anywhere between $100 to $500 on the market. If your coin has a rare minting error or has been graded at the highest possible level, MS-70, by a professional grading service, then the price can skyrocket into the thousands. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for these rare coins, and the demand continues to rise, which means the value of the 2019 P Mint Mark quarter-dollar coin is expected to increase even more in the coming years. If you want to know if your coin is worth big money, make sure to examine it closely under a magnifying glass. Look for any unusual marks or doubling and consider getting it professionally graded. So if you have a 2019 P Mint Mark quarter-dollar coin, do not spend it just yet, because you might be holding on to a small fortune. Check your loose change, your coin jar, or even your wallet, because this little coin could be the key to a huge payday. Thank you so much for watching our video today. If you found this information helpful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos on rare coins and hidden treasures. Also, let us know in the comments if you have any rare coins that you want us to talk about in our next video. Until next time, happy coin hunting, and see you in the next video.